Oftentimes, when I'm working with researchers or scientists who are trying to present data effectively, I'm given slides that are a little bit like this. There's a lot of information on it. There doesn't tend to be a highlighting on the slide in terms of what the speaker is talking about. The axes are typically either too small or they have too much information. In this case, it's starting at 60 as opposed to 0 for heart rate on the y-axis. And gray is oftentimes used as a color. So gray, visually, we recognize it as being unimportant. So what this actually does is that our eyes immediately go to the neutral line. Then we see the standard smile, and we kind of ignore the Duchenne smile because that doesn't seem to be relevant based off of how we visually look at information. So what I would suggest is you take this information, and first off, you start the heart rate at 0. It's important not to have graphs and charts that are skewing the data unless you're showing the audience how that would relate into a normal graph and chart first. So I would say take this first and show them where this would fall if the heart rate was 0. Make sure that the colors can be viewed in grayscale, so if you have anyone in your audience that is colorblind or sees colors different than you, that they'll still be able to see the differences between those. And then, after you've shown them the heart rate starting at 0, you can zoom into the chart and you can talk about the different aspects. You can say, the Duchenne smile, participants were holding chopsticks in their mouth and they were doing a fake Duchenne smile the whole time, that they were doing a stressful task. The standard smilers were holding chopsticks in their mouth and they were doing a fake smile. And then the neutral expression were just holding chopsticks in their mouth and they weren't smiling. And what they found was that during the stressful task, the Duchenne smilers had a lower heart rate, but the neutral individuals also took over a minute for their heart rate to reach what the Duchenne smilers had during the stressful experiment. So by doing this, by kind of highlighting each thing that matters, separating things out so that you're showing what you're talking about while you're talking about it, and not skewing the data so that the audience can follow along with you, these are some really good techniques to presenting data effectively.